Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Pleat. Grace. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing fine. I want to use this great opportunity to thank each and every one of you that subscribe to my YouTube channel, and those of you that are yet to subscribe. Thank you so much. Okay guys, we are doing another thing entirely. What we are doing today is how to sew a pencil gown. Please pay attention how to sew a pencil gown. This pencil gown we are sewing, it will have pleats at the front and it will also have pleats at the back, because they know that pencil gown is always pencil, so that the person will be able to work. This is one of my clients, one of my subscribers. So this is the style we are making. You can see the style on the screen, but you cannot see the back of the picture, but you can see the front. The back, there will be pleats at the back, so that it will be easily for her to work very well. But the front, there will also be pleats. So the next thing we are going to do, we are drafting the skirt first, because it's a pencil gown. We are going to add to it. I'm using Ankara. So this is the brown paper. First of all, we'll draft it in the brown paper before we transfer it to the material. Okay, so the half length of the person, the half length that I'm working with is 16 inches. What I'm going to do, I'll place the 16 inches here. You can see what I'm doing. I'll place the 16 inches here. Then I will take the hip measurement. So let me use marker so that you can see it very well. Then I'm going to place the 16 here. Place the 16 here. Then I will take this line that I measured is for the hip. From the shoulder to the hip is 25, while from the shoulder to the knee is also 35. You can see this is 35. So why this from the shoulder to the full length is 57 inches. So I'll place it this way because it's brown paper. The full length that you are working with is 57 inches. Then I will mark here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect this line together. First of all, we are drafting the knee and the skirt first. Then I also, before I will connect the line, then I'm also going to check so that we are in the right track. Then I'll also place it this way. Please, in this moment, if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Show your girl love as you are just watching this video. Please press the subscribe button. Go to my YouTube channel. If you want to subscribe, just type Purity Grace TV. Please press the subscribe button. Share, comment, share to your friends that is a fashion designer, so that they can also share to others. So I'm going to connect this line together. Let's see what I'm doing. Let's see. So this will be the knee line, this will be the hip, while this will be the half length, the waist. So this will be the full length. So let me roll it this way. So this will be full length. So this will be the full length. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to place the waist measurement. The waist is 34 divided by 2. The waist is 34. It will give you 8.5, right? I will place the 8.5 here. So while this is the hip, I will divide the hip into 4 as well. Divide into 4, it will also give me 10.5. The hip is 42, it is 10.5. So what I have here is 10.5. How to get this your knee line? This is 10.5. Then I'm going to minus 1.5 inch or 2 inches. For instance, I minus 1.5 inches, it will give me 8.5. But if I minus 2 inches, it will give me 9 inches. For instance, this is 40. This is 10.5, right? This is for the hip. I will minus how to get this knee line. I will minus 8 inches. I will minus 2 inches. So I minus 1.5 inches. But if you like it, you can minus 2.5 inches. For instance, the hip is 40 inches minus 2 inches. What you have, you bring it to the knee line. Because it's a pencil gown, I don't want it to be too tight. Then I minus 1 inches. Just remove 1 inches for the hip line and bring it to this place. Now what I'm doing, if I'm cutting my skirt, so that this hip will not be too puff, like when you put it on, it will be too puff, it will not balance. From here I will go up by 2 inches. Then I will come down by 2 inches. I hope you can see. So if I'm connecting, I will connect from here to here. here to here, then I'll connect the line. Please, I'm going to use this to cut the back. The difference that from the back is that the pleats that will be at the back, I'm using this front side to also cut the back. But when we are cutting it for the material, then I'm going to explain when we get to the back for the pleating. So what I'm going to do, I'll connect from here to this place, from here to here, and I'll connect it down. So this is for the front. Please don't get confused. I'm using this to cut the back. First of all, I'm going to connect this line together. So this is how it's going to look like. Connect it from here, then I place it this way so that this place is going to be balanced. This is how I connect it. I hope you can see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this back, this front out. So this place, make sure that it's straight, it's not curved. So I will cut this out, and then I'm going to bring the material. So we are cutting it out. Please, if you are cutting it to your material, please make sure you fold the material. And if you are cutting it for the back, make sure that you add the back zip allowance 2 inches. So please, this one that we are cutting, I have not add allowance. If I'm transferring it to the material, then I'm going to add allowance. I'm going to place this aside, then we are going to cut the upper side. So this is the up side. What I do, this is the up. From the shoulder to the under bust, so for the shoulder to the bust is 11 inches. I come up by 2 inches, it gave me 9. So while from the shoulder to the under bust is 14 inches, while the half length is 16 inches, I had half inches to it. But if I'm transferring to the material, I will add like 1 inches to it, so that will be on the safer side when we are joining it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to draw this line so that you can see it very well. This is the under bust, sorry. This is the chest line, bust, under bust, and this is the half length. This is under bust, this is half length, this is chest length. So what I'm going to do, the neck width that I'm working with 3 inches. I will place it here. While the shoulder is, I'm working with 15 inches. 15 divided into 2, it will give me 7.5. Then I will come down by 1 inches. You know that our shoulder is not straight. This is the 1 inches. You can see. Then I'm going to connect this line together with this. You can see me doing. So I'm going to divide the bust into 6, add the 1.5 inches to it. So this is 8. So we are in the right track. Divide it into 2, it will give me 4, right? So I'm going to rule a straight line for this, like so. Oh, sorry. Like so. So we are going to mark it so that we know if you're on the right track. So I'm going to come in by ½ inch this way. ½ inch, this is ½ inch. So I'm going to connect it. First of all, I will draw a straight line this way, or from there you just curve it on your own. Then I'm going to curve it this way, like so. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide the nipple. The nipple divided into 2, it will give me 4.5. It depends on the nipple that you are working with. The nipple I'm working with is 8 divided into 2, it will give me 4. While this under bust, I will make it 3.5. This half length, I will also make it 3.5. I hope you can see. So I'm going to connect this line together like so. Then the neck that I'm working with, this is the wideness of the neck is 3 inches. While the depth of the neck, I don't want it to be too open. Then I'm working with 5 inches. This is where the 5 inches. The same measurement I have here, that will mark it so that it will be on a straight line. It's 3 inches. I'll mark it this way. So I'm going to draw a straight line. I hope you can see. This is the straight line. So from here, I'm just going to do a neckline of my own, or I'm going to do it this way, just a neckline of my own. Do you understand? This one is not any neckline. I'm just doing it. I don't want the neck to be too, I don't want to do 4 corner or round neckline. So I'm going to leave it this way. Just use my hand to curve it. Just do a neckline. Just do something new. So what I did, from this under bust, I mark 2 inches, while this half length I mark 2 inches. So this is our bust point, right? So this is our armhole. What I'm going to do, you know that we already divide our armhole into 2. So from this place, I will come down by 1 inch, because we are adding the preset that buster preset that I will come down by 1 inch. This 1 inch that I come down with, then I'm going to connect it this way. I will connect it to this place. After connecting it to this place that I come down by 1 inch, then I'm going to come out by 2 inch, or the same 1 inch that I come down, and then I'm going to measure the same 1 inch here, or 1.5 inch, to be on the safer side, because if you cut it like this out, we are going to be short. So I'm going to measure it this way, then I'm going to come out. So this will not be our armhole line. From here, we have not add our measurement, the bust circumference, the waist circumference. We are still dealing with this bustier. This is the bustier. We are still dealing with it. So this is how I will going to put the ruler, so that we can connect this line together. And so we'll connect this line together this way. So know that we come out, then I'm going to connect it from here this way. I hope you can see. So when we are cutting, we are not following this line again. We are going to follow this line, because I'm going to add the extra 1 inches to it, so that we can blend it to this place. So the next thing I'm going to do, I will later, if I'm not okay for the neck, I can later change the neck line. So the next thing I'm going to do, then I'm going to place my bust, my under bust, my hip line, my half length. First of all, I'll place the bust measurement, place under bust measurement. Before I do that, then I'm going to these 2 inches that I take here, that I'm going to add it first before I will cut it out. So I already add that inch. So I place my hip my bust measurement. So I'm going to cut it out before we cut the back. The back that I'm cutting is just a normal basic back. So this is how it's going to look like. This is the front side. After cutting it, you can see. So I'm going to place this aside, then I'll bring the back side. We are going to draft it. So this is the back. The back, there's no too much work. Just the center that we did. Just that the difference that is the bust. The bustier. So the back, the waist, the shoulder is 15 inches. Divided into 2 is 7.5. While the same measurement that I use for the neckline for the back, I'm using is 13 inches. While the bust divided into 6, add the 1.5 inches to it. That is for our armhole. So from the shoulder to the bust is 11 inches. From the shoulder to the under bust is 14 inches. For the shoulder to the half length is 16 inches. So this is what I have here. I'm going to divide this place into 2. The same thing that I did at the front side, divide it into 2. It will give me 4 inches, right? So from here, I'm going to connect it. First of all, I will connect it this way. I'm going to connect it from here. Just connect it. I'm not adding preset that to the back. If you want to add, you can add. You can add to it. I will connect it. I already add the measurement. So from here, so this is for the waist, because the waist, you have a tiny waist. The bust is 43. So I'm going to add the allowance. The allowance I'm going to add to, you are going to add the 2 inches allowance to be on the safer side. I will add to the waist and the half length, the same measurement, because it's the same measurement. I will add it to it. Then I'm going to connect it. We are going to cut it. So the neckline, the depth I'm working with a 1.5 inches. I'll connect it together so that we can cut it out. So this line that you are seeing, this is for the zip. The back, I will add zip to it. Of course, I will add zip to the back. Then I'm still going to add that to it. From here, I'm going to take my dart. The way I'm taking my dart from this place, from the shoulder, I will mark 10 inches or 9.5 inches. From here I'm going to take my dart. So I will mark 9.5 inches. So the nipple to nipple is 4 divided into 2. You should not forget this is under bust. We are going to slant it here. So after cutting it out, then I'm going to transfer it to the material. Please, you should not forget when we are cutting the back of the skirt, we are adding pleat to it. When you get to that bridge, we are going to cross it together. This is the akara we are using. So we are going to open it. First of all, I'm going to cut the front skirts. We should not forget that the front skirt, the front side, sorry, will also be pleat. You can see the style on the video on the screen. So this is the skirt. I just place the brown paper on it, add the 2.5 inches to it. You know that we are not adding allowance to it. Use it to trim it out. So the reason why I mark this place, this is the knee. Though we should not forget this is the knee. So this is the front. When I'm cutting it, I fold it into 2. Because when we are cutting it on the brown paper, we did not fold it. While they're done, I had the 1.5 inches to it to be on the safer side. So this is the front. Then I'm going to bring the back. So this is the back side. You can see that the back is bigger than the front. You can see the back is bigger than the front with 12.5 inches. So this is the back. Then I'm going to bring the front. Please just pay attention. Bring the front, and then I will place it to the back. I'll bring the front, place it to the back. Please, you should pay attention for what I'm going to do, because the back side there will be pleats. You can see that I already marked the back side, so that this place is where you can see this mark. I hope you can see this mark. Let me dress it to the camera first. Then what I'm going to do, so this is the back. So this hip side, I'm going to add the 2.5 inches. So I will explain the reason why I add the 2.5 inches for the zipper side. While the waistline, I will add the 2 inches. So this is the knee line. I will add the 2 inches. So I'm going to connect this line together this way. This way. You can see, like so. If you look at the hip side, you know that this place is not curved, it's not straight. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So this place is not straight because of the 2.5 inches, and this side is 2 inches. The reason why I add the 2.5 inches for the hip side, because of the hip, so that the tail is going to be flat. Because of the hip, I have 2.5 inches to it. Then what I'm going to do now, this is the done. This is the done. What I have here, the remaining one that I have here, we are going to measure it. So what I have here, I have 10 inches. So if I'm cutting, I'm going to cut from where that 2.5 inches starts. This place, I will cut. I'm not cutting this side, because this side from the knee line to the down is going to be pleat. This is the pleat that I said that I'm adding to the front side, to the back side, because it's pencil, so that it will be easy for the person to walk. It will be easy for her to walk very well, perfectly. That is why I'm adding pleating to the back side. So this many 10 inches, we are using it for the pleating. I hope you understand. If I want to cut now, I will cut from here. I will cut this side, follow these 2 inches that I had, while this side I'm going to leave it down. I hope you understand. We are done with the back cutting, because we already add allowance to it. When I'm cutting the back, the front side of the material, I add 2.5 inches to it for the sewing allowance. So this is how the back is going to look like. I hope you can see. So I'm going to place this aside and cut the upside. This is the back side. Sorry, you did not see the video when I was cutting it. This is the first. I don't want the video this too long. So I already added that, the nipple to nipple as usual. So I do the same thing to this other side. This is the back side, while this is the front side. What I did, I add 1 inches for the down, so that the half length will not be too short. Then I'm going to place this aside. I'm still going to use a lining to cut it. Then I'm going to bring the skirt. How we are going to cut the skirt? I'm using blue lining to cut the skirt. So this is the back. We already cut it. The way we cut the cloth, that is how we are going to cut the line. The difference that I come up by 1 inches. So the lining is the line is shorter than the cloth with 1 inches. So this is how it's going to be. Then this is the back. So I'm going to place this aside. This is the from the center, the same thing, the lining is shorter than the cloth with 1 inch. So I'm going to place this aside. First of all, we are working with the front. You know that the front we have pleat, while the back we have pleat. First of all, I'll place this one. I'll place the back one, this back material. I'll place it aside. Then I'll place the front aside. Then I'm going to bring the material we are using for the front as a pleat. So let me bring the material. So I'm going to start pleating it. So this is what I'm using for the front side for the pleat. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to fold this inside. So I'm folding it to the wrong side while this is the right side. First of all, I'm going to fold it this side. I'll fold it with 1 inch. I'll fold it down. Then I'm going to add demi gum through. I'm going to add demi gum inside. So this is the side we add the. This is how we add gum stay. Do you understand? Emigon, sorry, this is the side we add emigon. Then I'm going to turn it to the right side. So this is the right side. So I'm going to start my pleating for this side. I'll start the pleating here. Then I'm going to pleat it this way. As I'm pleating it, I'm ironing it. I hope you can see the way I'm doing it. If you are finding it difficult this way, you can just mark it like 4 inches. You know that it's 4 inches or 2 inches that you'll be pleating. But I know what I'm doing. So I will start by pleating. When I measure it, I have 2 inches. So you see, I will pleat it, I will iron, I will pleat it, I will iron. Maybe the pleating I'm going to pleat will be 5 or 6. The moment I'm pleating it this way, I hope you can see the way I'm folding it. Then I'm going to use my iron to iron it. I'm pleating it, I will iron it. I will do the same thing to everything. So I already plate it. When you open it, you can see this how it's going to look like. So this is how the plate is going to look like. Then I will place this aside. I'm going to bring the front side of the cloth, the skirt, sorry, where we are adding the plate. So this is the right side, right? So I'm going to bring the plate that we plate. You can see. I'm going to plate it like this way. It will be slant. How I'm going to do it, we're going to be slant. You can see what I'm doing. It is going to be slant this way. You can see. This is how the plate is going to look like. I hope you can see what I'm doing. It's going to be slant. I'm going to arrange it very well, perfectly. This way. This is how it's going to look like. Let me shift it again. Okay. So this is how the plate is going to look like. So before I will use the nylon to turn the end, before I use the lining to turn it, I'm going to sew the plate here. I will sew it to the material first. I will sew it to the material first. I will sew it this way. Then I will also sew it this way before I will use the lining to turn it. So the plate is going to face down like this. It's not going to face up. It will face down. So I will use the lining to turn the front. Then I will also use the lining to turn the back. Please, if I'm turning the back, I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to use the lining to turn the back side. We already sewed the front. So this is the pleat. It will be slant, not straight. It will be slant this way. So this is the back side. So this is the lining for the down. You can see. So I'm going to place this aside. I'm going to bring the back. So this is the back. Please just pay attention how we are going to sew it. I don't want the video be too long. Sorry, just bear with me. So I'm going to open it. First of all, let me remove the office pin. I will open it. This is how the down is going to look like. From here is up. So now I'm going to place my lining the same way that I did to the front. So I will come down. The lining is shorter than the cloth with 1 inch, as the material is longer than the lining with 1 inch. So I'm going to place the lining, the right side. I will place the round. I will sew it for the right side. I'm going to lock it. Even this side, I'm going to sew it round. After placing the lining, then I will sew the side. I will also sew the side. Please, we should not forget we are adding. This is half length. The half length that we cut, we add it to the front from here. We are not going to sew here. We sew the lining round and this way and the down the same way we did to the front side. So I already sew it. Then I notch this edge, so that when we turn it to the right side, it will be balanced. So this is the back. I'm going to turn it to the right side. So this is the back. So I folded it into 2. So this is the front. So this is the down that we are going to pleat. I hope you can see. So what I'm going to do, because I already used 1/2 inch to sew this side, 1/2 inch to sew this side,